You want the extension?
I think it's right here, 2788.
Yep.
Minutes, but judge is ready for me, so if you guys have it ready. Thanks.
It looks like Ms. Brooker signed in, Mr. Rolla, so I don't know if you want her to.
Amanda, I'm here. I can do it if you want, or if you want to do it, go ahead. Be my guest.
Okay, I didn't know if you knew about it, so I'll sign
I
off.
was advised about 4 minutes ago.
Okay, all right.
And Mr. Trush, are you able to hear me okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, our court officer just called the jail, so they're gonna get Mr. Musall connected here in just a minute. All right, Mr. Musall, are you able to hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. We're on the record now in People versus Dustin Musall. This is case 36573. I'm conducting this hearing on behalf of Judge Hunter. This is a probation violation hearing. We have Mr. Rolla on behalf of people present here in the courtroom. Mr. Brunikel present on behalf of probation and parole by video. Mr. Trush. And Mr. Trush, are you appearing for purposes of arraignment or have you been appointed?
So, Your Honor, I actually already represent Mr. Musall on a separate set of violations, so it's kind of both.
Okay. And then Mr. Musall is appearing today by video from Otsego County Jail. Mr. Musall, you're before the court today for arraignment on a number of different probation violations, both technical and non-technical. Have you been made aware of what the alleged violations are?
Yes, I have.
Okay, I need to go through a few things with you with regard to your rights. First, you do have the right to have a hearing as to whether or not you did violate your probation as alleged. You also have the right to have an attorney present and any subsequent proceedings. It sounds like Mr. Trush would be appointed for you on this file to represent you going forward. If you are found guilty of either of the alleged non-technical probation violations, it could subject you to the maximum possible penalty on your underlying charge, the most serious of which is resisting or obstructing causing injury, which is up to 4 years. Do you understand all those things that I've stated to you?
Yeah,
And Mr. Trush, have you had a chance to speak with Mr. Musel with regard to these alleged violations?
I have, Your Honor, and I've also had the opportunity to speak to Mr. Bernical. I think we do have a resolution for the court today. And just to give the court a little bit of background, Mr. Musel is actually set for a sentencing on a different set of violations next week in front of Judge Hunter. It's our hope that we can get this all together. So the resolution that we would propose is that Mr. Musel would admit to count 3 in the probation violation complaint. That's a violation of special condition 2, that he not use, have, or possess alcoholic beverages or other intoxicants. And I would indicate, just to make a clear record, this is his 4th technical violation, which I think would subject him potentially up to the maximums.
All right, and then all the other violations would be dismissed?
That is correct.
All right, Mr. Brunical, is that correct?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Musel, have you had a chance to speak with Mr. Trush about this?
yes,
Is that how you want to go forward today?
yeah,
Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
yeah,
Thank you. You can lower your hand. Mr. Musel, has anybody threatened you with anything to get you to plead guilty to these violations today?
no,
And you understand that by pleading guilty, you'd be giving up the right to have a hearing as to whether or not you violated?
yeah, I understand.
And as Mr. Trush indicated, because this would be your 4th technical violation, you could be subject to the maximum possible penalty of up to 4 years. Do you understand that?
Yeah,
With all of those things in mind, what is your plea to count 3 of the alleged violations today?
was that, I was under the influence of alcohol?
Yes, using, yep.
Yeah, I'm guilty.
All right. Has anybody promised you anything to get you to plead guilty other than what we've already said here today?
No,
All right, on or about February 28th of 2024, were you on probation here in Otsego County?
yes,
Were you aware that one of the conditions of your probation was that you were to not use or possess any alcoholic beverages?
yes,
And on or about that date, did you use or possess alcoholic beverages?
yes,
All right, the court finds your plea is knowing, voluntary, and accurate. The court is satisfied that there's a factual basis to support a finding that you did violate your probation as alleged at count 3. The court will accept your guilty plea. And so, Mr. Trush, you're asking to have this set for sentencing next week as well?
I would, and I talked to Mr. Bernical. He's comfortable making a recommendation to the judge. Obviously, it'll be up to Judge Hunter if he chooses to address it then or not. But we are set for a sentencing on different violations at that time.
All right, Mr. Brunical, do you have any objection to the court adding this file to that hearing next week?
I do not, Your Honor.
Okay, so the court will have file 236573 added to the file currently set for hearing in front of Judge Hunter next week. And then given the plea here today, the court's going to order that Mr. Musel be held in the Otsego County Jail pending hearing next week without bond. Mr. Trush, anything further that we need to address today?
Not today, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Brunical?
No, thank you.
All right, Mr. Rolla, was there anything that you needed to add?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, thank you. That's all